Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, NXL just filed a key update on their office lease, and I am seeing a move that points towards expansion. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing sheds light on the company's physical growth plans and what it could mean for their future operations. Alright, so Nexalin Technology Incorporated, or NXL as it is known by its ticker, has filed a Form 8K. This is a pretty standard document for significant company events. And what caught my eye here is an update related to their physical space, specifically their headquarters. This filing is all about a material definitive agreement, which basically means a significant contract the company has entered into. In Nexalin's case, they've signed a third amendment to their office lease. Think of it as a major update to a lease agreement they already had in place. So, on the 28th of July of 2026, Nexalin Technology Incorporated, or the company as they call themselves in the filing, signed this third amendment to their office lease. This lease is for their headquarters and it's located at 1776 Yorktown, Suite 500 in Houston, Texas. This amendment is with the landlord, NXL HQ LLC. The key thing here is that this amendment is dealing with their office space. They're expanding their lease to cover about 4527 rentable square feet. This is where they're planning to house their main operations, their headquarters. Now, let's break down what this lease amendment actually does. It's extending the lease term significantly by 65 complete calendar months. That is over 5 years, and importantly, they are adding about 904 square feet of new space. They are tacking this onto their existing 3623 square feet. So they are not just staying put, they are actively growing their footprint. This suggests they anticipate needing more room, likely for more employees or business activities. Of course, more space means more rent. Before they get the new space, they're paying about $5,435 a month for the space they already have. Once they move into the expanded area, the rent will go up, ranging from about $5,470 to $6,413 per month. This rent will also see annual increases, which is pretty standard for long-term leases. This isn't a massive jump in rent, but it is a clear indicator of their commitment to this location and their growth. Here is a little carrot from the landlord. Nexalin will get a 5-month break on their rent after they get the new expansion space. This is called abatement, and it is a common incentive for tenants to sign longer leases or take on more space. It is basically a rent-free period to help offset the costs of moving in or setting up the new area. They have to stick to the lease terms for this to apply. And to top it off, Nexalin has an option to extend the lease for another 5 years. This gives them flexibility for the future, and the rent for that extra period would be based on what the market rate is at that time. This shows they are thinking long-term about their headquarters. So what does this all boil down to for Nexalin Technology Incorporated? This lease amendment is a pretty clear signal. They are expanding their physical footprint, which usually means they are expecting growth. With a market cap of only $8 million and only 8 employees, taking on more office space, even if it is a relatively small expansion, suggests a plan to scale up operations. It is a vote of confidence in their business trajectory, at least in terms of needing more room to operate. Historically, companies moving into larger spaces often see increased operational capacity and a potential for higher revenue generation to justify the added costs. But it is a tangible sign of their operational intent. That is my take. Stay decoded. If you want the broker and charting tools I use day to day, they are linked below. Grab a free sign up if you want to support the work.